Welcome to 365 Language Planet. This is 外国語で楽しもう Episode 12. In this show, we use my original textbook to learn. This is my textbook. Let's learn and use languages with joy. To learn and use languages with joy by doing light input, 軽いインプット, and fun output, 楽しいアウトプット. さあ、始めましょう. Let's begin. I'll roll a dice to select a page, and then a dice to select a sentence from my textbook. Let's roll. 1. So I'll select a sentence from the first page of the textbook, light input, 1 to 8. So let's roll a dice to select the sentence 7, which is この夏は何をしたいですか? この文を外国語で言うとどうなりますか? How would you say this question in a foreign language? You have 3 minutes. 3分間あります. How would you say この夏は何をしたいですか? In a foreign language? Please let me know in the comments or in the chat. この文を外国語で言うとどうなりますか? この夏は何をしたいですか? For me, I'm going to use Italian. How about you? What language would you like to use? All right, Takesh, thanks for joining tonight's show. Takeshi says, what do you want to do this summer? Nice. Nice job. All right. Cosa vorresti fare quest'estate? All right, that's how I would say kono natsu wa nani o shitai desu ka? In Italian, cosa vorresti fare quest'estate? Quest'estate. That's a little bit of a tough one to say. But there we go. How about you? Kono natsu wa nani o shitai desu ka? Kono bu no gaikokugo de iu to dou narimasu ka? How would you say this question in a foreign language? I really need to practice this one in Italian more. It's kind of tough. Cosa vorresti fare quest'estate? All right. A Hybrid says, what do you want to do this summer? Fantastic. And thank you very much for joining tonight's show. Cosa vorresti fare quest'estate? Quest'estate. Oh, that's a tough one. Okay. If you're just joining, I'm sorry. I had technical difficulties again tonight, but I think this time I could solve the problem a little faster. So that's good. All right. Well, if you're still typing, please continue, and you can share your answer in the chat or in the comments anytime. Now, let's move on. 今、この文に外国語でどのように答えますか? How would you answer this question in a foreign language? You have 3 minutes. 3分間あります。この夏は何をしたいですか? How would you answer this question in a foreign language? この文に外国語でどのように答えますか? Please let me know in the chat or in the comments. In my case, I would say vorrei fare molte escursioni. E tu? I said vorrei fare molte escursioni. E tu? Which means I would like to go hiking a lot. And you? All right. A Hybrid says, I want to go, I think instead of to trip, I would say on a trip. I want to go on a trip this summer. Fantastic. Nice sentence. Nice idea. Very good. And you can always, add to your sentence. How about you? All right. Takesh says, I'd like to enjoy a live show by my favorite band, East of Eden. Nice. Sounds fun. That's great. If this is your first time to join the show, you are welcome to share your ideas in the chat. この夏は何をしたいですか? この文に外国語でどのように答えますか? How would you answer this question in a foreign language? So far, I wrote, I want to go hiking a lot. How about you? A hybrid wrote, I want to go on a trip this summer. And Takesh said, I'd like to enjoy a live show by his favorite band, East of Eden. Great. Very nice. Nice job, guys. Unfortunate, I had technical difficulties again tonight. Technology, great and terrible. Okay, well, let's move on to fun output. 楽しいアウトプット。今、あなたにとって役立ち、難しすぎない興味深い文を作成して共有しましょう。Let's create and share sentences that are useful, not too hard, and interesting for you. All right, so we have 4 minutes. 4分間あります。All right, you can create and share sentences that are useful, not too hard, and interesting for you. あなたにとって役立ち、難しすぎない興味深い文を作成して共有しましょう。For example, vorresti andare a beer garden Takashimaya All right, Takesh says, where would you like to go this summer vacation? Great question. I don't know. If possible, I would love to go to Hokkaido, but I don't know. How about you, Takesh? Quest'estate All right, so I wrote, vorresti andare alla Takashimaya Beer Garden quest'estate. Would you like to go to the Takashimaya Beer Garden this summer? That was my question. And I think in Italian, when people want to say like, of course, like mochiron, you can say, certo, mi piace molto la Takashimaya Beer Garden. Hey, two. Certo, mi piace molto la Takashimaya Beer Garden. A2 kind of means like, of course, or certainly. I really like the Takashimaya Beer Garden. How about you? All right, so right now, this is the fun output. You can make a question or a sentence in any language you want. あなたにとって役立ち、難しすぎない、興味深い文を作成して共有しましょう。Let's create and share sentences that are useful, not too hard, and interesting for you. All right. Well, if you're still typing, please continue, and you can share your sentences anytime. Okay, well, let's move on to the second light input sentence of tonight's show. I'll roll a dice to select a page and then a dice to select a sentence. Let's roll. 3. Okay, so this time we're going to use page 3 of my textbook. So sentences 17 to 24. All right, so let's roll again. 4. Okay, so this is going to be 17, 18, 19, 20. We're going to look at sentence number 20, which is 今朝は何をしましたか？この文を外国語で言うとどうなりますか？ How would you say this question in a foreign language? You have 3 minutes. 3分間あります。今朝は何をしましたか？ How would you say this question in a foreign language? この文を外国語で言うとどうなりますか？ Why? Oh, thanks for joining tonight's show. And Lala, thank you for joining tonight's show too. YO says, what did you do this morning? Great. Lala says, what were you doing this morning? Nice. Nice sentences. All right. In my case, this time I'm going to use German. Was hast du heute Morgen gemacht? Oh no, I think I hit the 4-minute timer instead of 3-minute timer. Okay. Hey, Hybrid says, what did you do this morning? Nice. Nice sentence. I wrote, was hast du heute Morgen gemacht? That's kind of the casual style. If you want to, a little bit more polite German, you can say, was haben Sie heute Morgen gemacht? What more polite style. In English, what did you, what were you doing this morning? What did you do this morning? Yeah, great sentences. Very polite and, casual too. So. All right, so I accidentally hit the 4-minute timer, so we only have 45 seconds left, not 1 minute. Got some good answers so far. 30 seconds. The word were isn't really used in this sentence, is it? Well, what were you doing this morning? It's sometimes used. What were you doing? But, what did you do is probably more commonly used. And if you do use were, it's going to be spoken very quickly. What were you doing? What were you doing? So, yeah. Nice question, Lala. Okay, well, I used the wrong timer, so we're gonna move on. 今、この文に外国語でどのように答えますか? How would you answer this question in a foreign language? You have 3 minutes. 3分間あります。今朝は何をしましたか? How would you answer this question in a foreign language? この文に外国語でどのように答えますか? For me, I would say, hey, hi, Bridge. I cleaned the whole house this morning. Wow. Amazing. That's great. Way to go. That's fantastic. All right. In my case, ich habe heute Morgen Sprachen geübt. Und du? Okay. Lala said, was hast du heute Morgen gemacht? Nice question. Thank you, Lala. Because every morning I do it, and I did Duolingo this morning too. Fantastic. I wrote, ich habe heute Morgen Sprachen geübt. Und du? Means I practiced languages this morning. How about you? Recently, I like to use an app called Thread or Threads. I'm not sure, but it's an app, and people post sentences, and people post from around the world, and so you can see sentences in English, Japanese, Italian, German, Spanish. So recently, I would maybe say I often check the app, and I communicate with people in different languages, which is fun. Okay, what else did I do this morning? Of course, natürlich habe ich heute Morgen Kaffee getrunken. Und du? I wrote, of course, I drank coffee this morning. How about you? All right, I was excited this morning because the World Cup was on. Nice. That's great. Okay, well, let's move on. Nice job. Oh my gosh. So, now, let's do fun output. 楽しいアウトプット。今、あなたにとって役立ち、難しすぎない、興味深い文を作成して共有しましょう。Let's create and share sentences that are useful, not too hard, and interesting for you. Alright, you have 4 minutes. 4分間あります。All right, Takesh says, what did you eat this morning? Great question. I didn't eat anything, but I did drink coffee. How about you, Takesh? Haben Sie heute Morgen Kaffee getrunken? Haben Sie heute Morgen Kaffee getrunken? It's a polite way to say, did you drink coffee this morning? So it's, ja, natürlich habe ich heute Morgen Kaffee getrunken. Und du? Of course, I drank coffee this morning. How about you? Okay, Yo says, what kind of coffee did you drink this morning? Great question. I drank black coffee, black drip coffee, very nice cost performance coffee, aka very cheap coffee from Costco. Big bag. I buy like a 1 kilogram bag of coffee from Costco. That's my my regular coffee. How about you, Yo? What kind of coffee did you drink this morning? Another one of my favorite questions is, hast du heute Morgen Sprachen gelernt? Hast du heute Morgen Sprachen gelernt? Did you study languages this morning? All right, Lala says, I go to church every Sunday and I did a lot of shopping in Takasaki. Nice sentence. That's great. All right, Takesh says, I ate eggs and toast and drank 2 cups of coffee. Nice. I love, if I had breakfast, I think I would eat eggs. I love eggs. And recently, I like mozuku. I think it's called mozuku. Mozuku? I don't know. But it's kind of Okinawa seaweed dish. That's nice. Lala says, 今日の朝はおにぎりを食べました. That's nice. Onigiri. Onigiri's nice. Lala, it's okay to use Japanese. I like to use Japanese. All right, well, if you're still typing, please continue, and you can share your answer in the comments anytime. All right, Lala says, I also love mozuku seaweed. Nice. Recently, me too. I love it. It's kind of sour, but I think it's, very good for my body, so I like it. Okay, well, let's move on. And let's roll a dice to select a page and then a dice to select a sentence. One more time for tonight. Let's roll. 4. Okay, so we're going to look at page 4 of my original textbook. Sentences 25 to 32. So let's roll a dice to select one of these sentences. 7. So that's going to be from 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Okay, let's look at sentence 31, which is, この夏、高島屋のビアガーデンに行ったことがある？この文を外国語で言うとどうなりますか？ How would you say this question in a foreign language? You have 3 minutes. 3分間あります。この夏、高島屋のビアガーデンに行ったことがある？ How would you say this question in a foreign language? この文を外国語で言うとどうなりますか？ All right. So this time I'm going to try to use Spanish. How about you? ¿Has estado en el beer garden de Takashimaya este verano? All right, Lala says, I'm planning to go to the beer garden at Takashimaya department store this summer. That's great. Well, that's nice. Takashimaya says, Takesh says, have you been to Takashimaya's beer garden this summer? Great. Nice. Oh my gosh. Sorry about that. Nice sentence. Nice sentence, Takesh. Okay. I wrote, ¿Has estado en el beer garden de Takashimaya este verano? That's how I would say this question in Spanish. How about you? この文を外国語で言うとどうなりますか? How would you say this question in a foreign language? Let me know in the comments or in the chat. Uh, 10 seconds. Okay, well, if you're still typing, please continue, and you can share how you would say this question in a foreign language anytime. Okay, let's move on. 今、この文に外国語でどのように答えますか? How would you answer this question in a foreign language? You have 3 minutes. 3分間あります。この夏、高島屋のビアガーデンに行ったことがある? How would you answer this question in a foreign language? この文に外国語でどのように答えますか? 私はスペイン語でSí, he estado en el beer garden de Takashimaya una vez este verano. ¿Y tú? All right, Takesh says, no, I haven't gone yet. Nice sentence. Oh, Lala wrote in French, which I'm gonna guess is probably no. Je ne suis. I'm thinking that's probably no. Am I right? I guess I'm thinking I'm right. No, I haven't gone to the, well, maybe I know I've never gone to the beer garden, perhaps. Okay. Okay, and I wrote sí. He estado en el beer garden de Takashimaya una vez este verano. Y tú? Which means, yes, I've been to the Takashimaya beer garden once this summer. How about you? All right, so we got about 10 seconds left. You know, in this case, a very simple yes or no is okay. Have you been to the beer garden this summer? No. Yes. That's, sometimes a very simple answer is okay. All right, well, let's move on to the last fun output. 楽しいアウトプット。今、あなたにとって役立ち、難しすぎない。I can't go because I don't drink alcohol. That's all right. Actually, at the beer garden, you can drink. They have lots of non-alcohol drinks too. So you can go. You can go. They have lots of food, lots of non-alcohol drinks. So you can go. You can go. Okay. So, 今、興味深い文を作成して共有しましょう。Let's create and share sentences that are useful, not too hard, and interesting for you. All right, you have 4 minutes. 4分間あります。All right, so, okay, Takesh says, have you been to, and I think you might have forgot, but I would add the. Have you been to the movies this year? Great question. I know I've been to one movie this year, which is the new Star Wars movie, The Mandalorian and Grogu. It was a nice movie. How about you, Takesh? Have you been to the movies this year? Let me know in the chat. All right, so my question is, ¿has ido de excursión este verano? ¿Has ido de excursión este verano? Have you gone hiking this summer? Which for me, I would say, sí. He ido de excursión una vez este verano. ¿Y tú? Okay, Lala says, I can't wait to see The Devil Wears Prada. Nice. And I wrote, yes, I have gone hiking once this summer. How about you? Takesh says, I haven't been to the movies in years. Okay. Yeah, for me, I hadn't gone to the movies for, I would say, a pretty long time before I watched the new Star Wars movie. So, but I don't know. I don't know if it was years, but it was definitely a long time. And it was loud. It was very surprised by how loud the movie was. I think for me, it was a little bit too loud. But it was still, it's fun. Fun time. All right. Well, Lala says, I like the Demon Slayer movie. That was, I never watched it, but man, that was a really popular movie, wasn't it? All right, only 15 seconds left. Just in case, maybe Takesh and Lala, if you're still watching, I'm gonna go to the Takashimaya Beer Garden on July 4th. And I'm gonna go from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. So you are welcome to join us at the beer garden. Should be a very fun party. Okay, Takesh says, the last movie I saw at the theater was Captain Marvel. Nice. I bet that was a loud movie too. Okay, well, that's the end of episode 12. I forgot to change the number. This was episode 12. This is the end of Gaikokugo de Tanoshimo, episode 12. Thank you so much for studying languages with me tonight and all the other people who joined the show. I hope you guys all have a great night, and our next show will be next Sunday, which I believe is June 28th. So I look forward to studying languages with you again next week. So till then, have a great night. See ya. Adios, amigos.